But Tolao didn't blame him, because he felt that the thief seemed very strange. A mere warrior level can withstand his attack. Now his breath has disappeared. While talking, he suddenly saw me standing behind Yanran. Yanran immediately explained the whole story and said she would take me with her. Halao was also taken aback. Someone dared to attack a disciple of the Shrine Academy. He must report it back and investigate this matter thoroughly. Then he ordered everyone to set off. Poor Yan Hu was chained like a dog. I don't know what will happen to him when he is sent to Valley. Night came quickly. Yanran brought my change of clothes over and said that LV Mao would take me back to the academy. As soon as she said that, I panicked. How could I get the blood of Yanhu if I go back? So I immediately possessed the emperor and hugged Yanran again and choked out that I didn't want to leave her. I'm afraid of men. Hearing this, Yanran was also a little headache, so she could only say she would send me back tomorrow. Hearing this, I immediately said happily, "Thank you, Senior." But I was even more depressed. Why do you still want to send me back? At this moment, Yanran suddenly said it was late. Let's sleep. And then began to undress herself. This scene scared me and I quickly covered my eyes. Yanran was a little confused. We are all girls. But she didn't know. Although I look like a woman now, but I still have all the parts of a man. Have you ever slept alone with a man? And covered with the same quilt, but nothing happened? I am now, because I ate a transformation pill before and turned into a woman, but I still have all the parts of a man. To calm down my surging heart, I directly put my hands. I started to recite Buddhist scriptures. Emptiness is form. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. However, I finally calmed down. I was suddenly scared by the words "can't sleep." I was scared to death. He asked me what I was afraid of with a charming face. And I could only say in a red face and a high voice, "I'm just thinking about something. I'm scared. What happened to the little girl you caught? She looks so weak, not like a bad guy." Hearing this, Yanran smiled faintly, said that the little girl was disguised by a fox. They often use human kindness to hunt. Don't be fooled by his appearance. And never be soft-hearted. Okay, go to sleep. We still have work tomorrow. Before she finished speaking, Yanran's eyes slowly closed. And I also let go of the rosemary in my hand, and then gently stroked her cheek. Have a good dream. Sister, I'm going to complete my mission now. When I came to the room where Yanhu was held, I found that only green hair was guarding. I took out my rosemary again. I easily took care of the green-haired guard. Then I pushed the door and walked in. No wonder no guards are needed. There is a demon subduing formation inside. This thing is very painful. It will make the monster be cut into pieces all the time. I gently took out the bottle and placed it on his fingertip. I planned to leave after collecting enough blood. But I didn't expect the fox to suddenly wake up and grabbed my wrist and said pitifully, "Sister. Sister, save me." I was embarrassed and didn't know what to do. But the fox didn't think I was the one who caught him. She quickly continued to beg for help. He said that as long as I could take him out, he would do anything. Seeing that he was going to continue talking, I quickly covered his mouth. If the old man was woken up, it would be bad again. The TV system crashed again. It said it received a request from a female character and get the task to rescue the fox, and then add her to your harem. and said that not having a harem is not a true dragon. What's more, she is your favorite concubine. I thought it made sense. No. Saving her is too troublesome. I chose to give up. As soon as I finished saying that, the system directly started to give me electricity. Damn it. Could this system be developed by Yang Yongxin? The defense saw me twitching and knelt down on the ground, somewhat puzzled. But I cried and said, "Don't worry. The thing I like to do most is to help others." Damn the system. I will train you into a gravity compass sooner or later. This little Red Riding Hood was actually a fox in disguise, but I revealed her true form in the clear eyes and was immediately caught by the people of Shenyu Academy. Fortunately, I now took a shape-changing pill and turned into a woman and successfully infiltrated the team of Shenyu Academy. And now I'm trying to rescue the little fox from suffering. But the leader of Shenyu Academy, Teacher Dao, king level, I can only use the secret weapon my master gave me. Xingshen Giant Spirit. But it consumes a lot. I have little spiritual power. I had to take out my precious top quality soul essence, which made my already poor family even worse. Fortunately, the puppet lived up to expectations and broke the life with one blow. Then he picked me and the little fox up and planned to run away. However, at this moment, there were bursts of chirping outside the window. I saw Dalao standing in the air, with his hands constantly forming seals. He asked in a gloomy voice, "Who are you? How dare you destroy my formation?" I was shocked. This old thing came too fast. So I immediately told the puppet to send the little fox out first. The puppet, receiving the command, flew into the sky. But unexpectedly, Daolao set up another barrier, stopping their way. Then the two began to fight. This old man is quite smart. He kept attacking the little fox in his arms. Seeing the bad situation, I immediately commanded the puppet to escape. But unexpectedly, several chains suddenly fell from the sky, which firmly locked the puppet. Then Dalao waved his finger. A giant sword made of energy slowly emerged, which instantly smashed towards the puppet. Seeing this, I hurried to the little fox. Meanwhile, behind me, a group of disciples who had just put on their clothes. In order not to be exposed, I could only cautiously blend into the crowd. Taolang explained the situation to the disciples. Unexpectedly, Yahoo was like this. There are still people willing to help. Unfortunately, I hit too hard just now. I'm afraid it can't last until the Valley of Ruin. But there is something wrong with this puppet. It's delicate and weird, which looked like that person's work. Just as he was thinking about what to do next, a fist like a meteor suddenly smashed over. The huge force sent his spear flying hundreds of meters away. The other disciples were scared to be speechless, but the puppet just glanced at them and turned to fly towards Tambeo Fei. At this moment, I quickly pretended to be anxious and asked my senior brothers to help. After hearing this, they immediately ran away, but I stumbled and knelt on the ground directly. Covering my head in pain, it turned out that while they weren't paying attention, I forcibly raised my level by 1 level. So the puppet had enough strength to hold them back. The most important thing now is to save the little fox. As the little fox's wound gradually healed, I slowly slumped to the ground. The power consumed in signing the contract was too great. I have no strength to take him to escape. I could only forcibly summon the puppet Flying Fox. I used my last bit of strength. I controlled the puppet to take the little fox away. Watching the puppet fly away safely, I couldn't hold on anymore. I just lay on the ground. I suddenly found someone walking towards me. At the last moment of passing out, I vaguely saw the man's face. When I woke up again, it was already dawn. I hurriedly sat up to see where I was. I found Yaren came in with a bowl of rice and said he saw me faint in the yard last night and brought me back. Yanhu was taken away, but even Dalado was injured. At this time, they were discussing the next arrangement. You get out quickly, or you'll get burned later. After sending Yanren out, I immediately ran to the window. It seems that I need to escape quickly. Yanran outside was anxiously asking about the situation. Hearing the sound inside was wrong, she immediately opened the door and walked in. But she saw a naked man who was stripping. Damn, I must have opened it wrong. So she closed the door. I rubbed my eyes and opened the door again. What came into view was a naked man with his butt exposed. A huge force slammed me into the stone. I asked in shock what the hell they were doing. But the little fox glared at me fiercely. You pervert. Not only did you smash me and got me caught, but now you're following me here. And I heard that. I didn't even care about my nosebleed. She scolded me that I just saved you. You treat me like this. But the little fox said fiercely, it was a lovely girl who saved me. I pointed to myself. She is me. I was her. I was cross-dressing at that time. Then I took out the previous pill and took another bite. With a shiver in my body, I raised my head, pointed to my face and said, look at me carefully. Look at this terrifying scene. The little fox was speechless. The dream of wandering the world with my sister was shattered. Was completely shattered. She cried and scolded me as a liar who played with her feelings and asked me to return her big sister. Hearing this, I was speechless. Damn it. Could this stinky fox like women? But I stopped arguing with her. I first introduced myself and then said I was going to the admissions fair and enter the Shrine Academy. I hope you can go with me. After all, we have been in a half-life contract, and we can take care of each other. The little fox snorted, saying, aren't you afraid that I will eat you? I replied seriously that no one is perfect. Who can be perfect? And the fault of the race can't be blamed on you alone. I believe in you, but if you don't go. I was going to say, I was interrupted by the little fox, but he had a small request. I was stunned for a moment, indicating that he could say anything. But unexpectedly, the little fox said seriously, let me always wear women's clothes. Damn it, you're dreaming. The little fox I just tamed actually likes women, and even wanted me to wear women's clothes for her. And the system said with glee, I look super righteous in women's clothes. I could completely charm the little fox. I was so angry that I gave him an international gesture and scolded, how could you be such a robot? But the system was a little confused after hearing this. Who told you I'm a robot? I'm a human. Long time ago, the world I lived in suddenly collapsed. At that time, a god who claimed to be the mastermind found me and asked me to be a system and cultivate a long ocean who surpasses all others. And he helped me reconstruct my world. So I sealed most of my memories and became a system. I studied hard and even won the title of system model. All my efforts were just to be with the person I loved the most. But I met you. Hearing this, I was very angry. You fucking dislike me. You always give me some tasks that are harmful to me. You didn't help me when I was fighting. I should be the one who dislikes you. The system quickly held me back from going crazy and then explained awkwardly. Actually, he doesn't want to do this either. But he doesn't know why. The Tao of this world seems to be lost. Otherwise, he would have added all kinds of top buffs. I was a little confused when I heard this. Why don't you ask your master brain? But the system said he had already reported it. I'm sure I'll get a reply soon. The most important thing now is to try to complete the task. It seems that the system is also a poor person. It has no home and still has to work. So I said, I will try my best to cooperate with you and become the strongest long Asian as soon as possible. So you can go home soon.